Hey guys, it's old folks here. So today's event is the wheel. Not my favorite event, but we'll leave that alone. And obviously today is the new chance at Halley. Um, Darth Maul's being a turd and putting one more above us, but we'll leave that alone. Halley is the new legendary caster. I already have her, and we will grab her down here at Mage. I've purpled her. I have not advanced her too far just yet. I mean, I can give her some of the stuff. That's not an issue. But let's look at her skills and we'll kind of go from there. So we've talked about a little bit about her. I'm going to go ahead and level her up skill-wise, and I'll do some videos too. But basically, we've talked about how she's another AE kind of champion. What is she going to do? What's she going to specialize in? How she's going to work with certain teams. The truth is somebody today's probably going to get her, max level. And the question that we're really going to run into is, unless they just go crazy and spend hundreds of thousands of gems, they're not going to see her at her full power yet because she's not 5-star. She's not silver star. And it's hard to compare a 3-star, maybe you got lucky and it's 4-star hero to your 5 stars and your silver stars, especially after 80. And so even though I'm here with her and she's pretty well off right now and she's purple and everything, the truth is she can't compete. She won't be able to compete. Now let's use up a bunch of these. It takes forever. So that said, even at level 80, just with these 4 stars, unless she's just insane, kind of like Vortex was at first, but he really kind of toned down later on. I've got so many experience potions. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I can spend more. Just the gems to do this for everybody. Let's see here. So anyways, I'm going to get her leveled up, and then I'll go ahead and throw her on her team, and we can kind of see her. I'm going to pause this. I don't want to make you watch it yet, so I'm going to throw this down, and we will come back in just a minute, guys. Give me a second. Alright, guys, I'm back. Basically, I have gotten her about as far as I'm really going to be able to get her. I'm not going to be able to get her +4. So she's +3. Her skills are maxed at 84 right now. I've gotten her gear up. I honestly think for her, based on what she's got, cape wise, so her power increases when she's below 30%. But I mean, the problem with this game is, gosh, you get below 30%, you're basically dead, which makes so many of the other items worthless in my opinion. I could get her a game of arrows. The next attack packs extra damage, but it's only 200, and I'm not really gonna raise this up, so this one's a continuous health regen in battle. It's 4,000 a minute. Basically, it's not anything huge, but it's there. This one's an active thing. Again, it regens less than 4,000 and it increases your armor for 60 seconds, but again, it's an active, and the game's terrible about active, so I'm just going to set this here on the gold armor and just let that be it. I'm actually going to test out her. I'm in the Elite Crusade. Level 46, I'm surprised. So used to such high guys. We're going to crank down the team here. I have not used her, so again, I can't tell you exactly how she's going to play out. Or anything, so we're going to go ahead and drop her in here. Who else do I want to put with her? I'll go here. Let's try this out. Likewise, I can always stop it and we'll go from here and restart it and play with a better matchup. But Team Shield, probably should have gone there. Let everybody take all the damage they're doing hitting him. Alright, so we're going to pop up. We're going to hit everybody. We're going to... Wow, that is such a short range. Wow, that is such a short range. I mean, that sucker is short. Oh my goodness gracious. The range on that is immensely short. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Exit. So, wow, her ultimate, I mean, that thing was like... I'm amazed at how short that thing was. That's gonna be. Let's replay that one more time. Let's kind of see how this goes out. Obviously, my shield's here. We're gonna absorb all that in a second. We're gonna drop that. I mean, look at that. I can barely reach the front and the mid row, which really begs the question. The damage isn't anything that I would say is I'm going to write home about. Oh wow, I got to deal with that. There we go. I was not super impressed with that. I'm not going to lie. It's a little... I didn't see any major damage coming from her. I guess let's run one more, see who we get. Who's my band? Robin. Oh man, I meant to change it up again. I keep forgetting to change my captain skill because I'm having one of those days. So let's see here. We can do that. We can do this. I hit all those. I'm not taking any real damage per se. I'm going to go ahead and heal because I get the full refresh. I'm going to drop that. It's pretty much over. Let's take a look at the stats. I always forget to do that. Come on, so slow, so slow. Let's look at the damage dealt. So obviously all the damage was dealt by Vortex with his ult and his other stuff because he's silver starred and 3 dots and everything. At 3 stars, she did more damage than Halley did. I don't know. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. So I'm really kind of concerned by that. I mean, obviously, she didn't do a lot of damage. Let's try one more and kind of see. You know, obviously, this helps me decide: is she going to be worth spending all the things on it yet? You know, if we look at her and let's go to her stats while I'm thinking about that. Let's look at her skills. So, Soul Reaper. This makes swipes at a targeted area. It deals magic damage and it draws out a large amount of souls. Increases the attack speed and crit strike for healing all soul size present. So, you know, that's what we did. Soul Strike deals magic to a single enemy and sucks out a part of the target's, increasing her own crit strike and damage, which looks good. You know, nice 23% increase. You know, damage here, a lot of crit. Dashes forward and swings. You know, it's not doing a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? It's just not doing a lot of damage. I'll leave that alone. Then finally, this one summons a soul scythe each time a skill is used, and they float across and they deal damage. So I don't know. I guess I'm just not seeing a massive output yet. Good old Poopy. Let's see here. I'm going to swap out my captains. I don't know. I'm just not seeing this massive thing here. So let's see here. We're gonna pop that as they hit everything. Let's go ahead and drop all those. Wow, they just decked her. So see, she got dropped like a rock. And she provides no back row damage. I guess that's my big issue. I'm going to exit that, take her out. She provides no back row damage. And so much of what we face is a back row fight. So with her in that middle position, she just isn't bringing anything. I mean, I'm looking at guys here that are suddenly out of range for all her damage. I mean, if you're running a tankless formation and she's frontlining it then, but obviously you're going to have her higher leveled and geared to be able to stand against these guys. I just don't see that being a viable option. I'm going to go here. We're going to watch this for a second. Let's go ahead and pop that up. And we're going to go ahead and drop that in the middle. I'm going to do the heel. Now we're going to kill those two. I mean, it's so much an easier fight because I could use Pearl and hit that back line. And unless they're just heavy in the middle and the front, which really isn't the meta, just isn't the way we play now, I just don't see that ultimate being very useful. Again, unless you're running into a team with no tanks and you're running no tanks, I just don't see that being that powerful. And then the issue is you've got to survive all the damage they're bursting if she's in that front row. And that's obviously going to be a really hard thing. I don't know. Hey, Pearl ones. Let's see. Soul. Nothing like Soul. 2 guys from my team. He's sitting in 11. So here I've got these guys. Who are you going to ban? I would have liked Candy on that one, actually. And I don't get her. I'm going to keep... I'll go with the shield because... Yeah, he's going to shoot me with lightning. So looking at the team that I'm facing here, for me, you know, this is a much better lineup than per se her, just because she's not gonna do anything for me. So let's go ahead, see what we got. I could see maybe here. Give me a second. My wife's watching the kids. She may need my help. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my wife had a speaker on. She was like, "How'd you know?" It's like, I could hear the kid over the speaker. She's like, "Sorry." So, anyways, we're back. So, let's see here. We're gonna drop the ever-present thing here. I'm going to use my ult on a team like this. I mean, this is the joy. They're all clumped up. This would probably be the one time I would say, man, you know, this is everything you want and then some, because everybody's right there. I just don't think she would have been as useful as, say, the Pearl with the ultimate, because the Pearl knocks up. So I'm kind of concerned. I'm really kind of concerned about Halley. And I don't know. Let's keep playing. Let's see. All right. I was gonna say he's number 7. I know this guy. This team's gonna be rough. Man, Halley, I guess I ain't gonna play her. So I'll go ahead and pause, finish up my crusade, and we'll talk a little more. All right, guys, I'm back. So one of my alliance members did me a favor, put his team, which is actually a pretty good team, inside the alliance duel, and I didn't matter what I sent against him, I couldn't beat him. And he has a team that basically runs no tanks. I ran with tanks, no tanks. I mean, it just it doesn't matter. and part of what I think, and I've got her 2-star now. I got her or 2 dots, so I got her beefed up as best as I can at this point. Whether or not the 5 stars is really limiting her, the fact that she's only not even 4, but she's close to it, or whether or not it's because she's not 5-star, she just doesn't impress. And one of my other guys on the server who has her, and I mean, he spends money too, she's just not impressing. So unlike Vortex, so I was like, man, Vortex, woo! I mean, like, you look at all my battles, Vortex does all the damage. Vortex is a beast. You know, if you can outbeat Silence or something, you're great. I just don't see that here. I don't see the same raw power that Vortex brought. I don't see the same utility again. There's no stun. Now, maybe in the Crystal Dungeon, she's going to be okay, but let's be honest, I'm not buying a Legendary just for the Crystal Dungeon. I'm not going to invest the money it would take to get 5-star just for a dungeon. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts if you've got her, if you've seen her. But right now, I don't believe I'm going to spend any more gems on her event in the coming days. I just don't see that being an option. I just don't. I just can't bring it to do that. So I hope this video helps you. Sorry guys, I had high hopes, but who knows? We'll see. Thanks for watching. Let me know your opinions. Have a good one.